Rarely has mankind hesitated to eradicate the creatures that stand in the path of his conquest. If we find intelligent species, ritual extraterrestrials, undesirable natives of another world, must be destroyed if possible that our dark past. Watch out and pray.
Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, government agents, skunk apes, and anyone who might be listening. This is Close Encounters of the Podcast Kind, coming to you live from the coronavirus outbreak. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. You can tell by our quality. We're basically recording off of a ham radio right now.
Yep. You know what? I got stuck with the good equipment.
Yeah.
We're definitely recording remotely. So that's why you guys are noticing some quality things. One thing I will point out, the mic stands are at Tasker's house.
Yeah.
So I'm holding it like I'm doing my Broadway debut. Okay. So if you hear anything going on, it's because the wire keeps hitting my leg.
Yeah, we're definitely bare bones in it. But as usual, I'm here, Tasker, and we have Nick, of course. And today we are going to be well, it's actually almost April Fool's Day. So we're going to do another special. That's 2 holiday specials in a row.
Yes, because if you didn't notice, we missed last week because of everything going on. Everybody needs to stay safe. Everybody needs to stay inside. So we heeded those warnings, and it didn't come to us to record remotely until this week. But I will also point out another reason we didn't record last week is because I don't know if you guys have ever had crippling depression, but sometimes it's hard to put the clown makeup back on, you know, because unfortunately I'm an essential employee. So
been working your ass off since this whole thing started. Well, yeah, and you never saw the movie Joker, so that might actually what saved us from the next big villain.
Yeah, I you know what? If I did see the Joker, I would have been talking about how we live in a society, and I'd be shooting like Jimmy Kimmel, and then like the whole world would just fucking end. So you know what? We're back. We're ready to have a little bit of fun for April Fools, right? And you know, we just want a little lighthearted episode to get us through the tough times. And you know, I know that you and your wife have been nagging each other because you've been fucking stuck together for a couple weeks now. Okay, but don't worry, it'll be over soon. Like, don't worry about it. Don't kill each other. It's not yet. Not yet, at least. If it goes on for another 2 months, then think about it. But right now, nah. Just put up with the nagging. You know, you never wash the laundry. You know what? I don't have to do laundry. I don't sweat. I'm laying in bed 24/7 because I'm in quarantine.
This is true. And actually, before we get into it, I have a brief of my criminal story of taking advantage of the quarantine to get free shit. Have I told you that yet?
No, I didn't hear about this little scheme you got going on.
Yeah, well, it didn't start as a scheme. I just went to Ralph's, and for those of you who don't live in California, Ralph's is like our grocery store. I actually realized people from like the Midwest and a lot of people don't have it. So I'm like, oh, that's just thought I'd address that. But anyways, I went there to go and buy some groceries and stuff. And then I'm like, hey, I haven't seen the light of day in 2 weeks. I kind of want some cheap, shitty whiskey to get me through it. So I went and I grabbed a bottle of Jim Beam with my groceries. And then at the checkout line, the lady, you know, she takes the little safety thing off the top of it. She kind of looks at, and it looked like she scanned it, but I wasn't sure exactly if anything got scanned. And I just didn't say anything. And I walked away and I realized that I'd actually gotten a bottle of whiskey completely for free.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was great. And it was like, I was raised that like, I'm supposed to, you know, go bring it back, you know, be like, excuse me, you made a mistake. But like, literally, the day before I realized I'm probably going to lose my job because of this shit. And I was like, you know what? If I go to hell over a $10 bottle of whiskey, I was already meant to go to hell years ago. So you know what? I'm going to take it.
You've done plenty of things to already cement yourself into hell, so you're good. Don't worry about it. Get the free whiskey while you have the chance, because like you're stuck inside. You know, I will say being an essential employee sucks right now. And I'm also kind of like on the front lines of Corona. And you know what? I don't know how I haven't gotten it yet, but you know what? I'm kind of waiting to get it so I can get 2 weeks off. So, you know, people start coughing on me.
Yep, here's to hoping.
Yeah, here's to hoping. But you know what? Being stuck inside sounds like horrible. So I don't know how everybody else has been doing. Hopefully all you guys are doing okay who are not essential employees and are stuck at home. Like I said, nagging each other. But you know what? Don't go to bed mad at each other, because like you're going to have to wake up and see each other for another fucking month. So just like be cool. You know what I mean? Put our podcast on, maybe put on like the Incubus Succubus episode.
Oh, that's a good one. That'll help.
Hey, you know, just fucking have a good time.
We are here to help, and are thusly going to help with some more monsters for you guys to chat about, you know, to help. We're here to save your marriage today. That's what this episode's for.
Exactly. We're here to save your relationships, your marriages, and here's how we're going to do it. So we were thinking about making this an annual series for April Fools, but honestly, it's a lot harder to come up with these ideas than you would think it is. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over, well, I mean, shitty, like you're going to see it in the title. It's shitty cryptids.
The worst.
Ridiculous.
Yep. Cryptids that don't really deserve their own episode because they're just so like out there, or just uncool or uninteresting, or just a really bad idea all in all. So like we said, we thought this would be easy, but it ended up really took a whole lot of research and a whole lot of like, you know, soul searching.
Yeah, and you know what? We still didn't come up with that much. It's just like and I will say this is going to be the first episode where I don't believe a word I say. Okay, so I'm taking off the tinfoil hat today. I'm placing it gingerly over my crotch because I'm naked right now since we're not recording in the same room together.
That's true.
I'm taking the tinfoil hat off, and we're just gonna have a good time. I just want to let everybody here know I'm not that crazy. All right.
At least not this week.
Not this week, but next week. Okay, I will say next week, and I know it's been a while since we've done alien stuff. We are going back to aliens next week, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, I just need a little break from the research, so we did something a little more lighthearted. But
a little bit of a pick me up.
Back into believing. You better believe it, boys.
But for now, without further ado, let's get into it.
All right, so the first shitty cryptid on our list is the dingbell.
Not to be confused with a dingleberry.
Or a dumbbell. Yeah. I miss the gym.
Yeah.
I'm losing my gains by the second, everybody. So bear with me. All right. It's now emotional for me.
Oh, yeah. I'm like already fat again. Like, dude, it fucking sucks. I hate this fucking quarantine.
Yeah, this is the worst. Oh, man. All right. So the dingbell is more of a modern cryptid, which takes the form of a little mischievous sprite and was said to cause misfortune to the women's division of the Canadian Armed Forces during World War II.
Specifically the women's division?
Just the women's division of the Canadian Armed Forces, not the American.
Okay.
And so the dingbells were invisible and would do things such as jam important military communications, destroy typewriters that the women would use, and put photographs of good-looking soldier men in their purses, so that when they visit their boyfriends or husbands, it would be assumed the women were having affairs.
This is the fucking most retarded thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, so they're kind of like little, like, from the way that I've read and seen like the stories about them, they kind of just like little communist incels, like little tiny, like they're all for the Axis, of course, because they're jamming communications.
Right.
And, they're mad that these ladies have guys. So they're, ruining those relationships. So it's just like little tiny communist incels.
But why?
That are like little ghosts.
But why specifically Canadian women? And even more so, why specifically the Canadian women who enlisted in the armed forces? Like, is that like a fetish to the monster or whatever?
It might be. It could be because Canadians are less likely to retaliate. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to, I don't know, get some of that sweet maple syrup,
That sweet molasses, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of little mini cucks, basically. It just sounds like what does that remind me of? Simps. Yeah, that new thing that everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, if it was not World War II and it was modern day, they would just be little tiny simps running around. Donating. to like titty streamers on Twitch and stuff.
I was gonna say these things probably aren't even cryptid. They sound just like real people that probably have already done this.
Yeah, it's just most of the internet now.
Yeah, no, for real. Wow, great start we're having here.
Yeah, really good stuff. This is what you guys came for, all right?
Quality content.
Speaking of quality content, let's get into number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Now, this is a cryptid I can get behind. This is something that's haunted me since my elementary school days.
Yeah, so we're throwing him on the list because he scared Tasker. And you know what cryptids are? They're creatures that are mysterious and scary. So we're putting him on the list. But we all know who Clifford is, right? Everybody here had a childhood. And if you're, I don't know, 18 and under, you probably don't know who Clifford the Big Red Dog is. Because you guys play Fortnite and you listen to fucking Billie Eilish and you, I don't know, you got like fake depression and you go on like Reddit. I don't know what the kids are doing, but you're not reading Clifford the Big Red Dog or watching the show. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
okay?
I read a post just speaking of Billie Eilish. She said apparently, I don't know if this is even a real quote, but she apparently was like, somebody was like, do you watch horror movies? She's like, no, I don't watch horror because real life is scary enough. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. She doesn't know, dude. She's like a multimillionaire already. And what is she? She just turned 18. She doesn't know how scary real life is. I'll tell you how scary it is. How about you try being an essential employee when there's a fucking world pandemic going on and you tell me how scary life is.
And I think even then you still love horror films.
Yeah, because it's an escape. Yeah, man, she's just trolling the world though. You know what? She's going to be, you know what? I think she's just the ultimate troll. And this is just like a ploy. You know what I mean?
Well, it definitely sounds like something from her generation. They do seem to be pretty trolly.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's those Fortnite dances, dude. It's fucking taking over.
I love that we can like historically separate the era of humanity of before Fortnite dances and post Fortnite dances.
We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite.
We like Fortnite. Oh, I'm going to die.
All right. But so for those of you who don't know who Clifford the Big Red Dog is, it's a big red dog named Clifford.
Yep.
Anyways, it was like a kid's show and it had books and stuff. But why is he on the list? Those of you who know who he is are probably asking, and they're probably like, these guys are just wasting our time. Well, hold on. All right. Because first off, Clifford could technically be categorized as a kaiju, which in Japanese means strange red penis.
Does it really?
Okay, no, it means strange creature. Okay, strange creature. Because he's kind of a strange creature.
He is pretty strange and huge.
Yeah, and that leads us to our next point, what Tasker just said. He could even be considered a daikaiju, which means big red penis.
Okay, I think this is just wishful thinking.
Okay, it means big monster, all right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys the truth. You know what? I know fluent Japanese. Yeah, I watch anime without subtitles. Tasker's jealous because he can't do that shit.
No, man.
Daikaiju means big red penis.
I'm so glad to be enlightened by this fucking recording. We should have just skipped another week.
Aren't you glad you're not in the same room as me right now? I'm going to talk so much shit about anime pretty soon.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah.
You just have to, you're just going to be sitting there all angry.
I already am.
Good. Okay. But there's also evidence of Clifford causing a lot of destruction due to his sheer size and strength, being a terror to his home and community, which makes sense because he's fucking huge and he's kind of an idiot.
Yeah, because he's just a dog. I mean, even if he's nice and all, like, there's no way that there's no collateral damage with him. Just a regular dog. Like, you just throw a ball, and if they had the power of 20 tanks, they're destroying everything.
Yeah, but you know how like some dogs are just smart.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like some dogs are just like intuitive and they're very intelligent. They're an intelligent dog. Clifford, look, you don't get to that size without a little bit of inbreeding. You know what I mean? So like definitely got a couple extra chromosomes.
You think he's juicing?
No, because he's kind of flabby. Like if he was juicing, he would be like he'd be looking like a leaf. You know what I mean? Like a rock with like a leaf covering it, just like hard but veiny. He's just kind of like a penis.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Interesting comparison.
I don't know why it keeps coming up. I think I've been alone for too long.
Starting to carnal desires are kicking in a little bit.
No, he's definitely not juicing though. I think he's just kind of retarded, and I also think that he's just too big for his own good. But it kind of makes him a monster. He's a cryptid because like technically he fits into a cryptid because I haven't seen him, but there's recordings of maybe people who have seen him. I guess in a form of TV shows and books. Does that mean they're fictional? No, that's just
true.
Now, I mean, you can't tell me he's not real.
He might have existed back then, and the cartoon is just a sort of a reformatting of the story of what actually happened. I mean, we weren't there. We don't know.
Exactly, dude. And I know I started off this episode saying I'm not going to believe any of this stuff, but I mean, my own outline is kind of tipping the scales right now. I kind of feel like maybe Clifford's fucking real.
See, this is a hallmark moment. You are actually convincing yourself that these things exist now. That's pretty amazing.
What can I say? I'm weak-minded.
Or you're so strong-minded that you're able to outstrength your own strong mind into a weak mind.
You lost me, man. You lost. You took me in a circle.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's I have depression. Anyways, going on.
Me too. Don't worry. All right. And the last point on Clifford is he would even chase cars and eat them, assumedly along with the helpless victims still inside the fucking car.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So you're telling me he's not a monster? Dude, this guy would eat cars with people and everything. That's incredibly horrifying.
Yeah, that's a horror film and a terrible way to die.
Yeah. You being eaten by some dumb dog? Like a big dumb dog, like who doesn't even know. It's one thing to be eaten by a dog when you know they're trying to eat you, but when he's just kind of like having a good time and doesn't know what's happening, then you just kind of feel bad for him. And right before you die, you're having sympathy for some retarded dog.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, he's just a good boy. He's just playing around. He's just trying to have fun. But it's also his fun ends with your life ending.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds all right, I guess. All right.
Not the worst way.
Number 3, we have the Stick Men. Now, this one is literally a personification of the extent of my artistic abilities.
Beautiful.
Okay. Tasker here is an artist, right?
Yeah. I went to school for it, unfortunately.
You did. And you're a damn good artist.
Oh, thank you.
Which, by the way, I've been meaning to talk to you, man. I know that you're really trying to make money on this whole art thing, but you got to stop doing furry stuff. Like, stop doing like furry commissions.
Look, dude, I go where the money is. That's my goal as an artist. I can't be, being there, dicking around with stuff that isn't going to get me paid.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to have a line. You got to have a line. Draw your line at furries, please.
See, let me explain to you how when you graduate as an artist, that line is very true. You graduate, you walk away with that degree saying, I will never, ever draw blank because that goes against everything I believe in and my respect for myself as an artist. Then you go 3 months unemployed and you're like, it would be funny to cross that line, but I'm never going to do it. 5 months of unemployment, you're like, yeah, it's still kind of funny, but like, maybe I heard some people make money, and after you've been half a year unemployed, suddenly it doesn't sound half bad.
So you're telling me that you're going to start doing furry commissions of them probably in their fursonas, right? Like there's like going to be a lizard and like one of those dog things, and they're going to be yiffing, right? I heard that's what they call having sex, right? When they're in their animal suits, it's called yiffing. And that's a horrifying cryptid in itself, guys. You know what? Fuck Stickmen for 1 second. We're going to talk about furries.
All right, what do you got to say?
Furries are like cryptids, man. They're horrifying, right? Do you concur? I'm going to say they're my top shitty cryptid.
Well, I have met a couple furries in my life, and I will say, not all of them are as awful as they seem like they would be, but there is definitely enough bad apples to sort of really like well, I've just heard that they have like orgies and shit after like fur conventions and shit, and they're all in their suits while they do it.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to admit this, but I was thinking about bringing furries into the podcast today as a cryptid. I watched a documentary on them last night, okay, from one of these deep dive YouTube channels that I like. I'm pretty sure it was just called Down the Rabbit Hole. All right. And it was like a 45-minute long documentary on furries. Do you know how many conventions they fucked up on purpose just because they're shitty people? Okay, there was like diapers everywhere, like used diapers everywhere at one of these conventions. And then there's another one where this one guy was like going back to his room and he wrote like this letter to the guy who put on the convention because he was like, all this shit's going on. The one thing that stuck out to me was he was in an elevator going back up to his room. He like one of his friends backs into the wall to like lean on the elevator wall, jizz everywhere, just fucking all over him because it was somebody, just one of these furry fucks decided to just jizz on a wall in an elevator. Dude, they're degenerates. It's horrifying, the things that I've heard about these conventions. Like, I know a lot of conventions are like this, but like when it's such a concentrated group of people, you know, like where it's just like there's jizz everywhere. And the same dude who wrote that letter about the jizz in the elevator also talked about how he walked through the lobby a couple times and there was just two furries blowing each other like in the corner of the lobby, and they just made eye contact with him every time he went by.
Holy shit.
Degenerates, man.
I wonder too if there's like, because some of the furries that I've met in person were all pretty shy people, but at the same time, and that could be one of two things. They actually are just shy people, and that means that in the furry community, there's that line of degeneracy, and then there's the not quite into that yet. Or for all we know, the quiet ones could be the biggest freaks of them all, and they're the ones coordinating all this.
That's the thing. They're quiet, right? These people in real life are quiet, but then like when they put on their suits, they have like this different persona, and that's why they call it a fursona. I'm assuming. I'm not a doctor, but that's what I think is happening. And so they get like this completely different personality, and they just start coming on everything and everybody, and they start blowing each other, and then they're cutting the holes in the crotch of their suits, and dude, I don't know, like they're my number one shitty cryptid because they scare the living shit out of me.
Yeah, that anonymity with the masks and stuff. That's something to be feared.
Ugh, I'm shuddering. Okay, sorry. I had to go on that side note. I wanted to add them in here at some point, but that was we brought it up, so I had to do it. That was definitely a shitty cryptid.
So that's we'll call that 2.5.
Yes, that was 2.5 and a little bit of a rant for me.
Oh, good. Do you feel better?
I do feel a little bit better. I feel lighter.
Oh, good, man. You feel like jacking off in elevators now?
Yeah, there's got to be something to it if they keep fucking doing it, right?
It must be fun in some regard. God knows what's going through their heads. Weird.
All right, let's get back to stick men, okay? So
Right.
like I was saying, stick men are like my artistic abilities. They literally look like stick figures, okay? So as people have reported, very tall stick figures. That's all they are. And they have even been reported as being two-dimensional, as if drawn on paper. So like if you would go to a certain angle and like look at them, it would be like how you would expect a sheet of paper to look from the side.
This is just Doodle Bob from SpongeBob.
Yeah, kind of, right? That's what it reminded me of too.
Yeah. Do they talk the same way? The Hanoi Manoi?
No, I don't think so. They don't talk from what I've heard. They're silent. They're actually quite shy.
Weird.
Yeah. So like they're, if it like, for instance, if people who have seen them, once the stickmen notice that they've been seen, they like bounce. They're just like out. And they just take off. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Okay. Wow. So SpongeBob fucking lied to me, which I'm okay with because Doodle Bob or Frankendoodle, whatever the fuck, that thing scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Because it was loud. It sounded like a loud autistic person. And it scares me.
Not exactly the connection I made, but
I'm sorry. I've been haven't been able to say anything racy for 2 weeks now, so it's coming.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to see it starting to warm up the tubes again.
And although the stickmen aren't particularly aggressive in nature, witnesses often report feeling dizzy and disoriented when in the presence of these beings. So they don't like attack people, but something about them radiates off and then just makes people feel kind of like dizzy and sick.
Interesting. So basically, this thing is a mixture of Slender Man, Doodle Bob, and an introvert, basically.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like maybe people were just taking pictures of me.
Yeah, they got all dizzy and stuff because of
The
I don't know, man.
Axe deodorant that I have on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the high level of perfume that you have on your person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, how's it feel, man? You made it on our list.
You know what? I thought it was going to be kind of embarrassing. It was a good time. I feel like people are noticing me now, and you know what? I need validation. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy.
Yeah, this is important. Did you just put this in just to brag about being all like slim and trim?
Yeah, because I look like Michelangelo's David right now, dude.
Yeah, like and this is like, of course, side note here, but like Nick definitely is really roasted that diet game hard and definitely shredded a while. So it's, that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, they call me Stickman.
Can't wait for the villain origin story documentary.
Oh, it's coming. Don't you worry. The day of reckoning, dude, it's coming. Don't you fucking worry about it.
Some argue the day of reckoning has already come.
It has, dude, and so have I.
Yeah, very nice.
All right, so let's get on to number 4. This is called Popo Bawa. I don't know. Popo Bawa, right?
Popo Bawa. Yeah, that looks close enough.
So the Popo Bawa is a humanoid bat-like creature with one big-ass eye in the middle of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Its MO is it breaks into people's homes and attacks, beats, and sometimes even rapes his victims.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
A bat?
Yeah, like a big, it's like a humanoid bat-like thing. So it's like big though. It's like picture me, but like a bat with one eye, breaking into people's houses and like diddling them and fucking punching them in the eye. Like it's not.
I was just imagining like a fruit bat with just a big old dong hanging down.
I mean, that might be what it is. I don't know.
But you did say humanoid.
Yeah, humanoid. And the thing about the Popo Bawa, and the reason it's a shitty cryptid, because the things above it are pretty horrifying, right? Something that comes into your house and assaults you. But the thing that makes it shitty and stupid is the fact that it only attacks those who question its existence.
Boo! That sounds like a shitty writer trying to cover up his bullshit.
He's like, "Oh, you don't believe in me, huh? Take this."
Get whipped with the bat dick tonight. You better stop believing.
So, everybody out there thinks Nick is crazy for believing in all kinds of weird shit, but technically, my butthole is safe because of that. So you guys can fuck off.
Remember, this podcast also doubles as like a safety documentary to help you. We're here to protect you guys.
I'm here to bring you guys into the future. All right. Pretty soon, all these different creatures that we talk about on this podcast, once the world is crumbling slowly, as it has already begun, clearly, they're going to start coming from out of the shadows, and they're going to start taking slaves of people, and they're going to start breaking into your house and touching you, and they're going to start eating us. But guess what? Anybody listening to this podcast is safer because of me. Like when a Rougarou comes for you, now you know how to defend yourself against a Rougarou, right? That's some niche shit right there. Uncle Nick's got your bag. Nobody else is going to teach you how to do this shit. So keep that in mind when you're listening to our episodes. I only care about your safety. Okay.
Such a noble sacrifice for the human race.
Yeah, I'm kind of a martyr. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to think of myself as like Jesus, right? Because that's like maybe a step too far. But I'm kind of like man. Jesus. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of like your savior. I'll die for you, like metaphorically. I'm probably not going to die for you.
Well, it's good to hear you have your limits.
Yeah, sorry guys. Okay,
Oh,
so
boy.
so that was the Popobawa. Horrifying,
Lovely.
but also stupid.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm gonna let. So Tasker broke into my outline. Okay.
yeah, I basically forced in some of my own because I knew if I knew if I asked, the answer would be no. So I just put it in anyways.
He literally broke into the outline, and I'm gonna let him take over what looks to be the next two on the list because I know nothing about them. And you'll see why. Tasker,
Cool.
It's all you.
Oh, well, thank you, man. It feels good to deal with my God complex every now and again. But that's actually, I think, why I became an artist. But so this next one, our number 5 on our list, is known as the Nekomimi cat girls. Basically.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. He snuck it in, didn't he? I'm assuming this is an anime thing.
Actually, well, arguably yes, but it didn't start off that way. It actually started off in children's literature. And well, cat girls. Okay, so first of all, Nekomimi is a literal translation from Japanese, just means cat ears. But in Japan, it's like a genre in and of itself of any sort of female character, specifically female characters that have cat biology to them. You know, cat ears, a tail, paws, or something like that. Vagina, yeah, you know. But they first started appearing in media in 1924 by an author named Kenji Miyazawa, who was a children's author. First appeared in anime in 1949, particularly in the show or movie King's Tale by Mitsuyo Seo. So I don't know. I can't speak Japanese. Arguably, Catwoman and Cheetah from DC Comics in 1940 technically are considered cat girls.
Oh, really? Catwoman?
Yeah, technically. Well, she has very cat-like attitudes. Like, it depends on like the iteration, but like she'll be like licking her hand and shit and drinking milk and all that.
I've never seen her in an anime before.
Well, she doesn't have to. Cat girls aren't exclusive to anime. It's
That's
like
Elon Musk told me.
No, so no. Elon Musk is trying to. Well, okay, we'll get to Elon Musk because the argument is that
you put it in the outline.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Of course I did.
Wow, you covered your bases on these cat girls. Hey, who the fuck is Cheetah then? Is Cheetah a cat girl?
Technically, yeah, from DC Comics.
What is it about that? What is it about her that's cat-like? Is it like her? Is it her dainty tail? Is it ears?
Let's see, DC Comics. Let me just make sure I'm getting this right. So I'm Googling it on my phone. I was going to type, but I have one of those mechanical keyboards that make the really loud tippy type noises. Oh, she's like about as cat as it comes. She's got like fur and everything.
Oh, good. A furry, huh?
Yeah. For all we know. But yeah, technically that falls into the category of cat girl. But this is all within the realm of fiction of what we already know. But a madman like Elon Musk has made the potential claim that we could biologically engineer this cat girl idea to be within the physical world. But for all we know, this might have already been done and they might actually be out there and Elon Musk might be in the know because that's all rich people are in the know, right?
They are. But hey, haven't you ever seen that movie Cats? That one that came out about wasn't it a play?
I heard
Swift, and then I heard that they wanted to like put the buttholes in, and they said no cat buttholes, and I was like, why not?
Yeah, there's been a huge pushback on the removal of the CG buttholes on the cats.
Put them in, man. Put the buttholes in.
Yeah,
you know,
because I don't think the movie is an enjoyable watch because it's good.
Why is it enjoyable?
Because of the cat buttholes, and I hear it's very cult-like and strange, and like basically just plants the seeds of creating a new generation of furries.
See, that's the problem. That's what I was worried about. I knew it. As soon as you dress Taylor Swift up like a cat, there's going to be a million more fucking furries coming into town, jizzing on stuff and just like giving each other old fashions in an elevator and like petitioning to get the CGI buttholes back on cats. Like, it's like, God, Yeah, this is scary. You're right, man. Good job putting this shit in because it is scary. I thought you were just gonna do it all on like anime stuff. Because I mean, when you say the word, what is it, neko mimi? Neko
Yes.
mimi. When you say that, all I picture is like a fucking some pedophile right, watching like Japanese cartoons of like what is clearly like a 14-year-old cat girl in like this cartoon. But they say, oh no, it's cool. She's like a 500-year-old cat demon, so it's all good. And then she's got like ears and she's like nuzzling, and I don't know, dude. That's what I was afraid you were gonna do with this, which is horrifying. But this is still scary. Like this whole concept, because you're right, it's leading to more furries, and that's a very scary concept.
Absolutely. Well, and also too, with all the pedo bullshit, is actually something I did want to address because. Well, here, let me hear me out. So,
okay, don't say "hear me out" before you start talking about this shit. People are gonna think that you're you're siding with Epstein. You know what I mean?
So let me start the argument by saying that I am on the against side of this.
Okay, that's good. Okay,
I am, and this is me. This is how I'm going to explain it. Is first of all, before anything else, before anybody starts sending me angry emails telling me I'm a fake weeb and that I'm full of shit. Cats only live to be about 16 to 18 years, depending on the cat. Some of them 20, but all in all, by the time a cat girl becomes legal, she's essentially going to die within 2 years if, doing it doesn't kill them immediately. So already it's like, don't do it. But also, if we're talking like, not just in like TV shows, if we're talking, okay, real true to form, cat girls exist as things physically around us. We can't ignore the fact that 1, they would be underage. 2, cats got really rough tongues. So like, good luck getting a beach from that. It's going to be like sandpaper. Sleeps 13 hours a day. So they won't have a job. They won't pay the bills. They're basically just a child. So even if they did exist, it would be horrible. It would be not good in the slightest. Like it's a terrible thing. And they actually, what is it? Some not philosophers or something like that. We're talking about what is the appeal of the cat girl and why are people so obsessed with it? And they actually make comparisons to how Playboy uses like the bunny as like, bunny girls and stuff as a means of fetishizing that youthful innocence while at the same time just showing a bunch of like naked girls and stuff. They're saying it's kind of a similar idea, although not as like intense. It's a little bit more on like the cute, adorable side. But no, that's not going to stop fucking basement dwellers from wanting to fuck the cat,
Man, you have put some thought into this.
I do my research.
You know what? I will say on the point of the Playboy bunny and why we're sexualizing animals is just because I think people just want to fuck animals, dude. I think there's certain people out there who just want to they look to their right, they have maybe a pet cat or something and they're just like watching Frasier, right, on the television. Mm-hmm. And they look to their right and the cat's just hanging out. They look over and then the cat's just kind of looking at him, just kind of staring at him, but he's got those cat eyes, you know what I mean?
Right.
Some people, there's 2 paths you can take at that point. One is you look back to Frasier because it's a good show and you keep watching it and you don't cat. Yes. Or you fuck your cat. All right. And so like that's the problem is some people want to do that shit. So they're putting cat ears and tails on everything and they're putting bunny ears on shit and little cottontails right above the Jesus, man, it's making me sick. I keep thinking about furries. It keeps coming back to it.
I know.
These people literally just dress up like animals to fuck.
God. Yeah, it's like they're sort of that they're making allowances. It's like, they want to fuck the cat, but they're like, oh, but that's weird and everyone's going to make fun of me. So how about I just fap to this drawing of a regular human girl with cat-like features? And then it turns into, well, now I'm going to fap to the regular human girl with cat-like features, but she also has fur all over her. Then it turns into, I'm just fapping to just girls that are just cats almost entirely. And then they're fucking cats.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope for certain people out there. So if you ever watched anime before that has like, and you've willingly watched episodes of animes with cat girls in them, or what are they called, neko mimis or whatever, just be on guard. All right, I'm good. I don't watch that shit. All right, I don't have time to read subtitles because I watch TV to not read. Okay, so I'm okay. I've never seen an anime with any cat girls. Tasker, on the other hand,
hey man,
now I'm not a mathematician, but statistically, I'm gonna put money down saying he's watched a couple with cat girls. Have I? Have you or have you not? Am I right?
Hold on, I'm trying to think. There was
don't give me this shit. I know you know.
There's more than cat girls. Shield Hero had a raccoon girl.
Oh boy, that's not a good thing. That's not like a positive. You're just adding different animals into the mix. Next, you're gonna tell me there's like a fucking gazelle girl and like maybe a fucking like a tardigrade girl or something that you just has like 8 legs that is microscopic. You know what I mean?
Oh boy, you're just scratching the surface, my guy. There's a dog girl, there's a spider girl, there's a vampire girl. Well, that's everywhere. There was a snake girl. Those are kind of weird. I'm digging a hole, so I'm gonna stop.
Yes, you please. I can only get so hard. Please stop. Disgusting, dude. You're one of those. You may as well just start dressing up like a furry and going to those conventions.
Hey man, I do it for the listeners so they can get a firsthand account.
Yeah, so they don't have to do it themselves.
Exactly. God damn. One of these days I'll have to make a documentary where you just throw me in with just like a little, like, we could make our own little like shitty fursuit that has like cameras in the eyes.
Oh, I would love to go undercover. I would love to go undercover at a furry convention.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Just like troll them, you know, like sabotage things, like, but not see. It's more fun if we sabotage them and not the people who paid to be there are sabotaging them, like their own convention. Like I want to sabotage it. Like, right. You know what I mean? Like I want to be the one that jizzes on your elevator. You don't get to do it because you paid to be here. I'm gonna sneak in. I'll give the dude in an owl suit working security a handy to get in for free.
All of that is going to be on camera too, where it's just like, see you like flirting with the fucking security guy and like
dressed up like a fucking cat.
Yeah. Oh man, not bad. That's some quality entertainment there.
Oh my god. Okay, so there is another one that we want to go over, but this is also one that Tasker is going to take charge of because I don't know what the hell this is. This sounds like more furry shit. Tasker, take it away, buddy.
Yeah. Arguably, it could fall into the category. It's more of in the category of self-insert fiction. Yeah, this is a shitty cryptid called Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
Sorry, hold on. The Hedgehog?
Yep. I'm just going off of the research I did, man. That is exactly the title and the name in the original source material is Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
I love it. All right, continue.
So, as we know, and you could give him a quick Google search too if you haven't heard of this character before, because he did come into prominence a couple of years ago. No, a long time ago, actually, on the internet. So this is a bit of an old internet thing. But for those of you who don't know, give it a Google. There's a wonderful drawing of this character that was very obviously done by a young fan. So let me just get into the description. Cold Steel is a purple hedgehog. Of course, not to be confused with his name Hedgehog, because that's exactly how it's written. With piercing red eyes. So
Hedgehog is actually his name. Like it wasn't like a misspell by this little retarded kid.
Like
it
was 100% a misspell.
Actually, oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just digging deep. You know, I'm taking it as literal as it comes. So he is a purple hedgehog with piercing red eyes, gray pants, gray shoes, gray gloves, piercings, and a noted sort of copyright unsafe similarity appearance to Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog. According to his biography, he was born with a special power that made him stronger than all of his classmates at a mysterious fighting academy, which eventually led to his enlistment in the army of his people. After being influenced by his people's enemy, some known by the name of Shadow, he was influenced and turned on his mentor, also known as Sonic, and killed him and became a traitor to his people. And in the ensuing scuffle, lost a portion of his left ear. Now, what's interesting about this character, especially, is that he does answer to a higher power known as Blood Skull Boy 84. And from what we've gathered,
sounds like my old Xbox 360 fucking gamer tag.
Yeah. But Blood Skull Boy 84 is assumedly an adolescent male known for his aggressive stance on his father, sports, and other entities, also known as, one of them is called Chaos Kid 663, who is accused of being some kind of Pokemon scammer, and also Kevin from school, who apparently had showed everyone Blood Skull Boys 84's DeviantArt page at school.
What?
So, if we're being real for a second here, obviously Blood Skull Boy 84 is some kid who wrote a Sonic self-insert fan character. And I swear to God, like, hold on, let me bring this up. This is exactly what it says on here. Cold Steel, the Hedgehog. Sorry, my bad. Let's see. And this is the source material. Hold on, the wind keeps opening my door. It's actually really creepy.
Be careful, Tasker.
Oh man, I'm gonna get haunted. Okay, so this is exactly, so if we're gonna do this thing justice, this is the actual image, and this is the bio. Cold Steel was born with a special power. He was stronger than all of his classmates in the Sonic Fighting Academy. He served in the Sonic military fighting Shadow, and in the final battle against Shadow, they were fighting, and Shadow turned him to the darkness, and Cold Steel turned against Sonic and killed him. He lost a part of his ear in the battle, which is why he does not have a part of his ear. Please stop PMing me why. That's why. Also, earrings aren't girly. Fuck you, Chaos Kid 663. Everyone knows you're a fucking Pokemon scammer.
What the fuck?
His likes include hurting people, being badass, motorcycles, 9 Inch Nails, the band, killing, death punk rock, Jinko jeans, skulls, darkness, hot girls with big boobies who are sluts, 9 Inch Nails on finger, earrings, purple, and it emphasizes cool kind, not the gay kind.
Dude, that sounds just like me in like middle school.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think some of us can kind of relate to this. There's one more little bit though. Its dislikes include niceness, happiness, Levi jeans, Kevin Robinson from school. Fuck you, Kevin. Stop showing everyone my fucking DeviantArt, you piece of shit. Trent Rasner, short nails, Chaos Kid 663, who is a quote mega ass faggot. Sunshine, life, my dad, and football.
Holy shit. That is a pretty fucking scary cryptid.
I think he's the scariest thing we've had on this show.
Yeah. You know what? I think it might have taken the furry's place for me. That was pretty horrifying.
Yeah. And he has a catchphrase too.
Oh my God. What's the catchphrase?
It is nothing personal, kid. You heard it straight from the source, folks.
So dumb.
Dude, just speaking as somebody who ended up pursuing art, like every artist out there will deny it, but they all had a phase where they were doing shitty, like self-insert characters and stuff, because that's what you do when you're fucking 12 years old and you have a pencil. And oh my God, I'm going to ruin my reputation forever, probably. But back when I was younger, I had a Dragon Ball Z one.
Oh boy. Were you Bulma?
No, that would have been a better idea, but there was actually an old drawing of mine, and I wish I had it because I would totally post it to the podcast webpage. But I had a character that me and a friend of mine, 'cause we're both big Dragon Ball Z fans, and of course, there was a character in Dragon Ball Z named Vegeta. Of course, anybody who grew up with that would know that.
Not everybody.
Not everybody, no, but just so I'm keeping everyone on the boat.
Vegeta?
Vegeta. Yes. That was the actual canon character in Dragon Ball Z. So mine was named Rosita, and he was a demon Saiyan. God. Oh yeah, it was fucking Cringe.
I wish you were here, to fucking give you such a wedgie right now.
That's why I'm doing it while we're remote, because you would beat me up if I said this in person.
Oh my God, dude. I would just hang you up on like a fucking like hook somewhere with your underwear.
I love that character so much. I literally hung up my own drawing of him next to my bed.
Oh. Yikes.
And you know what it said I had my little drawing of him, and then under it said 100% demon form, and drew a bunch of little atomic explosions in the background just for good measures, The
next time I see you, I'm giving you a swirly like you've never fucking had before.
Hey man, I've come to peace with my sins. Will you?
Okay, answer this question for me. What? I know. Okay, so apparently you're into this fanfic thing. So, what was the last anime you drew yourself into that had cat girls in it? The fact that you have to think about it and say I didn't do that is concerning to me. All right.
I can neither confirm nor deny. And in fact, I think I'm more at risk of drawing that now that I understand anatomy.
Fair enough. I'll be waiting. Everybody online will be waiting for the new issue of Tasker and Neko Mimi.
I can't believe it, but I might actually draw that just to do it.
Don't add to your list. So far, I have you down for a wedgie, and I have you down for a swirly. If you want purple nurples, buddy, be my guest.
I'll see how well the thumbnails go, and maybe I'll make that a little podcast series, which will be great for getting me kicked off of Close Encounters.
Yeah, I'm going to replace you with the dog, okay?
Yeah. Hey, that could be very entertaining.
It'd just be me, like, talking to him.
Yeah.
He's not going to do shit. You'll just hear him breathing heavy.
Yeah, occasionally knocking shit over, barking.
Yeah. But, guys, that was our shitty Cryptids episode. A little bit of a April Fool's, bitches.
Yeah, just a little something fun, silly, little mellow, laid back, something to kind of laugh at, or some of us get a little passionate about. But hey, you do what you do. This is going to save your marriage.
This is going to save your marriage. Stop yelling at each other. So what? So what if you don't want to cook and she doesn't want to do laundry? So what if, if you can, like, every time you breathe, she like she just gets more infuriated of like hearing you breathe. Like, who cares about all that, dude? It'll be over in a month. Can you guys last a month? Listen to the podcast. Have a good time.
Did you actually hear that in China, divorce rates because they're just now starting to like get out of their quarantine and stuff, and divorce rates have like skyrocketed over there.
Oh yeah, I can imagine, dude. Like, I mean, some people just can't be together 24/7, man. And when you stick them together 24/7, it's a bad time. You're gonna get divorced. You're gonna have homicides. You know what I mean? You're gonna you can't have affairs because you're stuck in the house with them. So,
unless you're playing, you're doing it with your Minecraft girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah, unless you're on what's that one, IMVU or some shit. You know what I mean? Remember that game?
God damn. If there's a will, there's a way. The human spirit is very, very strong.
Yeah, but don't take our advice. We're not like telling you how to have affairs on a quarantine. That's not what we do, guys. We're here to entertain you. And also, we hope you would entertain us by maybe sending us an email. We want your local legends. Now is the best time. Okay, you guys aren't doing shit. In between jack-off sessions, I want you guys to email us at ceotpk1@gmail.com. Send us your local legends.
Yeah, I mean, now you have the time to write it down. Feel free. And also, too, if you want to catch us on any other social media, Instagram is @CEOTPK or Twitter @CEOTPK1. You could send us shit there, too. Or if you're feeling extra conversational, you can check out our Discord at discord.gg/b6 uppercase C, uppercase T, 5, uppercase M, uppercase X.
Yes, guys, we want people to join the Discord because we want to send memes. Right now is a time where we need memes, okay? Even though memes have been dropping in quality over, I'd say, I don't know, the last year or so, like there's nothing really sticking. But now's the time. Let's all cheer each other up, send some memes. Let's talk about future episode ideas. So join the Discord. It'll be a lot of fun. My name is Cabbage Slut on Discord.
I think I'm just AR Tasker.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it'll be a fun time, guys. And we really appreciate you guys sticking around for the ride on this one. I know it was kind of goofy, but that was the intention. It is April Fool's Day and the world is ending. So you're welcome.
Exactly. So be safe. Try to avoid that divorce if you can. If you can't, hey, it's your life. But just keep on being safe and all that. I don't know.
Yeah, and also, guys, come on, don't fuck your cats.
Don't fuck the cat.
But you know what? No, just don't do it.
Good advice.
Cold Steel, the Hitch.